Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And last time we burned all of Milo's grass and got the gym badge. I see that item over there. We have not caught anything on Route 5 yet. Oh, this is the nursery. Interesting. Not going to make use of that now. Actually, Nuzlocke rules kind of forbid me from breeding, because otherwise you can just breed a whole bunch of Pokemon and just use that. But we do get a free Pokemon here. This does not count as my capture for this route. I do not count gift Pokemon as that. And I do allow gift Pokemon in as far as the Nuzlocke goes. So I could totally use this thing. This is the pre-evolution of Toxtricity. It is an electric poison type, which is a unique type combination, so I like seeing it. And this thing doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot. But we can add it to our party. It's going to go in place of Trubbish. Yeah, and I just made up that Trubbish rubbish joke last time. Oh well. And 5 experience candies. Experience candies are a new item in Sword and Shield. What they do is they come in various sizes. You've got extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. And they give a set amount of experience to a Pokemon. I don't know how much extra small gives. I think the smalls give like 800 experience each. Mediums give 3,000 each. No, yeah. Mediums give 3,000 experience each. Large gives 10,000, and extra large gives 30,000 each. So yeah, the idea is you can use those in conjunction with rare candies. So what you do is you use the experience candies, get a whole bunch of experience, get your Pokemon up to a really high level, and then you can just rare candy them to get to level 100. And Team Yell here is... This is a really stupid plan. They want to steal this guy's bike so that they can use it to chase down gym challengers and make them too exhausted to continue their journey. Really? What kind of plan is that? Like, what if they just kick your bike over? What makes you think you're not going to get exhausted first riding the bike? Actually, you probably do need to ride the bike. So yeah, this is not the most brilliant plan by Team Yell. Although it's pretty dumb, but it's not as dumb as the whole Team Skull trying to steal a bus stop sign. Yeah, that's I don't know if they're gonna top the stupidity of that one. And once again, I do like the battle music here for Team Yell. We're going to double kick this thing because it's normal and dark, so it's going to be super duper weak to fighting. And Toxel, being a level 1 Pokemon starting out, it's going to gain a whole lot more experience than these other things. And Thievul, this is going to be a dark type. It's an evolved form of that other little fox thing. We should still be able to handle it. Yeah. Interesting how the evil team is already having, like, evolved Pokemon. That is a step up from most of the other evil teams introduced in the Pokemon series. And Toxel gained a few more levels out of that. Very nice. We're up in the faces of trainers. Okay. You're obnoxious and not the brightest. I want that bike. Well, you probably do need the bike more than we do. Ooh, Sableye. This is a dark and ghost type. And up until Generation 6, when they introduced Fairy type, this thing actually had no weaknesses. Nothing would hit it for super effective. Because Ghost type makes it immune to fighting that it would be weak to, and it resists Bug. And then Dark will resist Dark and makes it immune to Psychic. Well, Ghosts aren't weak to Psychic. Dark will resist the Ghost that it would be weak to. And Dark would also resist... Yeah, Dark resists Ghost and Dark. I'll get it right yet. Although, even if you were in like Gen 4, Gen 5, there was still a way to hit this thing for super effective damage. The way you do that is if you have a Pokemon with the Scrappy ability. Basically, it lets normal and fighting type attacks hit ghost types anyways. So it ignores their immunity. Or you could also use the move Foresight, which will do the same thing, as it'll allow it'll allow normal and fighting attacks to hit ghost types. So then you hit it with a fighting type attack, and oh, ghost type doesn't make it immune. It is weak to dark typing, is weak to fighting, so now you're hitting it for super effective damage. It was a bit more gimmicky and not really a worthwhile competitive play, given how there's only a couple ghost dark types. The other ghost dark type being Spiritomb, which I'm kind of sad Spiritomb's not in the game either. I'm sad Heatran isn't in the game. Heatran's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Partly because it is a Fire-Steel type, which is another unique typing. I don't think anything else has a Fire-Steel typing in Pokemon. And so for beating them, instead of, well, the guy's gonna just give us the bike. Maybe it's just a bike app. You just press an app button and then the bike pops up with the Rotom. Okay, so what else do we have on this route? Or on this bridge? I'm going to explore this bridge, and then I'm going to... We're gonna find a Pokemon to catch, because we still haven't done that. Yeah, you can press the B button to go... Ooh, trainer. I want to come down this way. Another trainer. Oh, what? You saw us that time, but you didn't the first... What? Okay, whatever. Adrian. Now, Stuffle... Well, there's a couple different abilities Stuffle has. The ability that I'm going to assume it has is called Fluffy. Is it called Fluffy? Is it Fluffy? It's some sort of fluffy thing. Basically, it makes it so that it takes less damage from... like 50% less damage from physical contact moves, but it gives it a weakness to fire. Even if it doesn't say super effective, that is a weakness to fire. This breeder also has 3 Pokemon. I'm going to use a Flame Charge here to finish it off, because that will give me a speed boost. We'll give him the boot. Ah, I didn't use my Give him the boot phrase against Milo. Yeah, we gave Milo the boot last time. I was enjoying the gym leader music. Ralts. That is it used to be just a psychic type, but now it is a psychic fairy type, and it actually has a branching evolution path. It can evolve into Gardevoir, which will stay a fairy psychic type if you just keep leveling it up. Or at the mid stage, if you take a male Ralts like this one, mid stage being Curlia, and you give it a, I think it's a Dawn Stone you have to give it. Dawn or a Shiny Stone, one of those two. It will evolve into a Glade, which is a Psychic Fighting type. I do like the Psychic Fighting type combination. So yeah, we'll give Sneasel a brief cameo there. Came and went as short as a sneeze. And this is a Cutiefly. It is a Bug Fairy type. Interesting type combination. I like it. It was one of the bug Pokemon introduced in Gen 7. Yes. Okay, let's keep... I did not mean to press that button. Yo, Sparkle Spot on the ground. I can't seem to pick it up while I'm on the bike. You actually can, I'm just not in a good position. So these feathers that we're picking up, what they do... Hop. I'm trying to explain what feathers do. Okay, Hop wants to challenge us. Hop wants to lose to us again. He's going to lead with that, his Wooloo, so we're going to put Timber in front. And we're going to hop to it. So what the feathers do is they will give you 1 EV in a particular stat. So it can be really good, especially in this game when you have potential to just go, okay, because you max out at 252, although a Pokemon can get 255 EVs in a particular stat. But you don't want to do that because the EVs will only add additional stats to you for every 4 EVs. So there's no reason to go to 255 when 252 will get the job done. And then a Pokemon can have 510 EVs. 510? Yeah, 510 EVs throughout all of its stats combined. So what you want to do, a lot of times what you want to do is take 252 EVs in 2 of the stats, and then you have 6 EVs left over that you can put into another stat and get like 1 extra point in something. Not the biggest deal, but when we're talking about, making things the best they can be, you would rather want to do that rather than just go 255 in both stats. So what you can do with the vitamins, since they add 10 EVs in a stat, you can get 10 or 25 vitamins for 1 stat, say the attack stat, and then you can give it 2 feathers that boost the attack stat, and you'll have the max attack that you need for EV training. So that can be pretty useful. And we're going to set up some bulk ups. Oh, you can also see that I did go and put on the steel type uniform. I like that I don't have to wear a hat anymore. Actually, you can actually just take the hat off from any outfit you're wearing. But I didn't realize that at this point. I just put on the uniform and I'm like, oh, hey, it lets me remove the hat. And also I paid 18,000 Pokédollars for this uniform. If we can't use it in the gym challenges, we're going to wear it somewhere. Corvisquire is trying to learn Taunt. Taunt is an interesting move. It's mainly used for competitive play, but it could have some applications elsewhere. What it does is it forces the opposing Pokemon to use only damaging moves for like 2 or 3 turns. And the reason why this could be good, you're like, well, if you use it on a Pokemon, it's just going to damage you anyways. Well, you don't use it on those Pokemon. You use it mainly on like stall-type Pokemon or wall-type Pokemon that are mainly just sitting there trying to do things like Toxic, Recover, Substitute, things like that, or spread like status moves, because Taunt says you can't use any of those. And if you have it on your faster Pokemon, like if you're faster than your opponent's Pokemon, you use Taunt, suddenly they can't like set up Stealth Rocks, they can't use Toxic, they can't use Will-O-Wisp, they can't use things like that. And so it can be a really good tool to shut down certain Pokemon. Headbutt. I guess it's better than Protect. Yeah, we're not really going to use Protect in an in-game playthrough. And here comes Thwacky. Oh, this is Grass type. Yeah, we have like 3 bulk up boosts here. I know our attack got dropped, but you know what? We should be good here. He's a physical type Pokemon. Razor Leaf. Oh no! Timber! So even though we had all those defense boosts, there's our first death of the Nuzlocke. Even though we had all of those defense boosts, when your opponent gets a critical hit, it will ignore any defense boosts that you have on your Pokemon. And Razor Leaf does have a higher chance of getting critical hit. That's why I stayed in with the Timber, because it had all those defense boosts, and I'm like, oh, he's sending out a physical Grass-type Pokemon. It's not going to matter. Well, it does matter when he gets critical hit. Now I'm upset. I like fighting as an offensive type. It's the only thing that can be super effective against normal types, which we seem to be running into a lot of in this game. Because I'm better than you. That's why. You killed my Timber. And again with that pose. And now we have to deal with Nessa, who's a Water-type gym leader. We don't really have a good answer for Water types. They're only weak to Grass and Electric. I still think that they should be weak to Poison as well. We still haven't caught anything on Route 5. I want to see what's on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, I guess we can keep going with our bike here. Yeah, I did at Poke Center. And the bike comes with its own little dorky looking uniform. So we'll do what we normally do in Nuzlocke. We'll heal up, give him a final healing, a proper burial, and now I have to actually name... Yeah, we're going to have to name this thing the Dead Pokemon Box. And yeah, you have to actually take out the box 8. So unfortunately, Timber is going to sit in here for the rest of the Nuzlocke. Cannot use him in any sort of battle. I guess that means we'll take Trubbish back for now, because Toxel's not really fighting fit, even though he's a poison type. And it's not like I have anything else in the PC to use. That Squovet does not count. Oh, yeah, when you run into something on your bike, you just come to an immediate stop like that. They don't let you just run people over. Because trust me, there are some people I would like to run over with this bike right now. Ooh, a pretty feather. That has no effect, so that is actually a treasure for you to sell. Clever feather. I almost read that as cleaver feather. That would be weird. Genius feather, that increases special attack. Oh, hey, that's an Eldegoss. I haven't caught anything yet. That's grass type. I want it. Hey, I just found a weapon against the water gym. I got to catch this thing first. This is not going to do the job. Okay, we need to hurt this thing without killing it. I guess Trubbish can come out and use Rock Blast. Actually, we fought one of these things in the gym. It's pretty defensive. I do like the new grass-type Eldegoss as a Pokemon. Should be able to hit it with a Sludge here. Oh, it's poison. That's going to make things a little bit more tricky. Cotton Spore. So I think we're going to go one more... One more Sludge, and we're going to start throwing some Pokeballs at it. Yeah, you're not allowed to turn this one into rubbish. We need this one on our team. We'll go basic Pokeball still. Okay, that's not working. I might have to use one of my Great Balls. We can't buy those yet, I don't think. I definitely want to catch this thing. I don't want it killing my Trubbish either. Not that I'm a big Trubbish fan, but yeah, it's... Oh, no, we're going to go for another Pokeball. I don't always remember what past gameplay me does. Okay, this is getting really dangerous. It's in the red. We probably only have one more turn to try and catch this thing. We gotta use a Great Ball here. Alright, sweet. Now I have a plan for the next gym. Oh, that was really convenient. Alright, I don't have a nickname for this thing. Definitely want to add it to our party. And what's going to go back into the... We know what's going to go back into the PC. Trubbish, you did your job. Okay, that thing is poisoned. Fortunately, poison doesn't damage you as you're just walking around. Oh, it has the regenerator ability. I love the regenerator ability. What it does is anytime that Eldegoss is in battle, and then you switch to a different Pokemon, it will recover 1/3 of its total health just for switching out. So it's really good on defensive Pokemon. They come in, they take some hits, they set up some status, do some damage. And then, oh, It's a little bit worn down. We'll switch it out, and you get healed for that. Is an awesome ability. We're gonna give it Magical Leaf, so it has a good, decent grass attack to use. Can actually hit. It's got Razor Leaf, so it can use grass from physical or special side, whichever one just happens to suit my fancy. And let's just take a flying taxi back. I don't want anything dumb to happen. Or just because it's quicker and easier. I am starting to like the way that this Nuzlocke team is shaping up to be. And oh, another thing I want to do, yeah, see if it can learn something. Because sometimes when you catch wild Pokemon and they're at a higher level, they'll just forget their earlier moves. And I don't know if it'll have anything. Leafage, Rapid Spin, Sweet Scent. Okay, we don't need any of this. Would have been cool if it had like Recover or something like that. I don't think it gets Recover. Oh, Sweet Scent. That will reduce the accuracy. So that'll combo with Sing. That'll be better than Cotton Spore. So we can set up sleep status on stuff. That'll help us catch new things as well. It's going to be a great combination. But we will have to try it out next time.